Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Eve, Everyday Artist Eve here on YouTube and Instagram, but Eve Burge on Facebook. And if you've been following me the last couple of weeks, you know I lost my dad last Thursday. But I appreciate very much all the kind notes and well wishes and prayers. You guys, Flosstube is really a nice community. And if I could figure out what was causing the reflection right here, I would turn it off. But I can't. I don't know. I don't know what's causing it. So it bothers me. I hope it doesn't bother you. It's been a rough couple of weeks. We really thought my dad would get better and come home. Even so much as that I took an outfit for him to wear home. I'm trying to see if there's a place I could sit that doesn't have that reflection. And then he took a turn for the worse, and we brought him home, but with hospice, and spent his last days surrounding him with love and family, and it was hard, but it was good. He had a meeting, but it was most of us were there, but some could not be there physically, where he talked to everybody, and including my niece who lives in Boston. And she said, "Grandpa, I'm coming, I'll be there Thursday." This was Tuesday, I think. And then after that meeting, he kind of slipped into very little communication. Maybe hand signals, eye movement, but no real talking. And she got in Thursday, and he kind of opened his eyes a little bit when we told him Hannah was there. And she played her violin for him, which he absolutely loved. And moments after that, he slipped away from us. He was just waiting for her. So my sister said she played him into heaven, and I find that a real beautiful image. So thank you very much for all the prayers and well wishes. I really appreciate it. But I want to get back into routine and into things that I enjoy. You'll see, I don't have very much haul from the attic, but the day afterward was a Friday, so the attic was open, and my sister and I decided to go. And I remember Jean, she was real surprised that we were there, but I said, we like it here. This is one of our places, one of our happy places. So we wanted to be there. So I want to do this because this is one of my happy places, talking to y'all and sharing the things that I've worked on. Now, that being said, I haven't worked on a whole hell of a... I try not to talk that way. Oops. I haven't worked on a whole lot. I usually introduce Rogue, but she's eating my flamingo. And she is not allowed to eat this flamingo. She tried eating another one that was smaller. Stuffed things are not safe around her. Anyway, one of the things I did was when my dad went to the hospital, his bed was unoccupied. And one of my viewers suggested that I can pin my or sandwich my quilt on a bed, because it's going to go on a bed, right? So I did get this sandwiched. It's pinned, and I did not. Shortly, I think the day after I did this, maybe the day after that, is when we removed the bed so we could put his hospital bed in. So I'm glad I did it when I did, but I did not feel like sewing at all. I have other sewing over there, and I will show you some of that. But I was just, I could barely cross stitch. The last couple of days has been better, but yeah, just no concentration. And if you sew without concentration, bad things happen. You cross stitch without concentration, you might have to take it out a little bit, but that Halloween project that I finished recently, I was trying to sew on that. I had started before all of this, and I was like, what is wrong with this? And seam ripper will be in hand, let's just say that. So one of the things I did was participate in some retail therapy, which I will show you later. Trying to decide what order to do this in. So let me start with my finish. Where did I put it? As you know, for August Cross-Stitch Camp, I was working on Noteworthy needle little bee thimble box. And I looked at, when I was at the attic, I looked at the other ones. There is a birthstone one, which for my birth month, I've never liked my birthstone. Peridot. But I looked at the box, and it's like, but they have another one for August. That's not birthstone. I think it's birth month. That's cute, and I might get that. I might. I haven't FFO'd this yet. I've been wanting to, but I need all of my brain cells firing, so I haven't. But here is my finish of that, and it doesn't look that difficult. This, you fold this, it tells you, so many threads worth of fabric, and you fold this and fold that, and then this gets sewn around to meet the other one. So, and this is the top. So I'm very anxious to do this, but I want to make sure I do it right, so I haven't done it yet. I think I'm getting where I can. So hopefully by next week I'll have FFO'd that. I have some stuff, not very much, that I've finished and I haven't FFO'd, and it's kind of weighing on me. I don't want to just have it sitting there, so I want to go ahead and finish that. And then when I would take my sister someplace, I would take stitching with me, and I've been working on this, and I don't know what happened to it. After one of my videos, I had that little picture, and I guess I stuck it in a different project bag or something by accident. And so I don't know where the picture is. And the pictures that I found that I have of it, Sorry, I just realized why I hadn't worked on this right here. So this is where I am on this. Do I have something to put behind it? Perhaps this. So I had all this blue in here, but it was like one stitch off. And then when I was trying to put it back, I guess I got a knot. And I said, I'm not working on that right now. It's bad enough I had to unstitch, but yeah, I'm starting to get a little further. You know, notice some mistakes, like there was a missing red stitch right here, and it in its place was a white stitch, but I just stitched over it. And this will eventually get done. But let me tell you, with my cross stitches, it seems to me like I take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And that's the same for that one. I better put that back in here so that I don't also lose this. Yeah, it's been that kind of week. And then my Whip Go, one of my Whip Go calls for August was this black cat. It's a DMC pattern. I showed it once, and I'm going to show it again this time. There's no picture, and I wouldn't show pattern, but it is a free pattern on DMC, and you know, yeah, they don't have a picture. They might, if I like downloaded the GIF and tried to, or JPEG or whatever they have, but it's like this big. I don't know. Anyway, this is my progress. I was working on this, and I could only really manage a few stitches at a time. So while I have worked on it 10 days, more than 10 days that the called for is, I didn't get as much progress as I'd like. And I'm going to put a picture right here to show where it was before this 10 days. So you'll see that I did make some progress, but not enough. But I'll just put it on next year's Whip Go. I'm not going to UFO it. If I were to UFO it, I could make a cute little cat pillow. But I like the way this black looks on this purple. So I'm going to keep plugging away at it, just not this month. I just couldn't. I don't like stitching on 18 count, FYI. And this pattern has a lot of half stitches. So had I been working on like 28 count, 32 count, something like that, probably wouldn't be as frustrating. Now, all that black expanse isn't that it has a lot of half stitches. The half stitches come like right in here, and of course here, and in the eyes. But I downloaded this pattern and started working on it 2020. I don't know. I think maybe 2020. And I had just gotten back into doing cross stitch. My sister had continued to do it all the whole time that since I taught her how. And I stopped because I also do, any number of crafts. I'm always doing something, but I stopped cross stitching. So I didn't want to spend a lot of money on patterns, whatever year it was. It was October, I know that. So I downloaded the free pattern from DMC. and it's all DMC threads, of course, and I dyed the fabric myself, but I just don't like this. I don't like it. Might be easier, excuse me, it might be easier if I did it in a hoop, so I might try doing it in a hoop next year, just to spread out the little holes so I can get them easier. I don't know. That, anyway, I'm gonna call my Whip Go both of them this month done. I didn't get very far on Underwater World because, but I did work on it the allotted number of days. I just didn't get any purchase on it. And then I can put this on next year's Whip Go as well. Maybe. I don't know. I might take a break from it for a year. We'll see. And then I was working some more on Autumn Berries, Erica Michaels, and it's upside down. I was like, what is wrong with it? So I started on, there's another big leaf like this one over here, and then I have the words leaves abound and some more down here. I have tried to work on this a little bit every day the past couple of days, but I don't know, the holes seem smaller to me. I don't know. I'm not having a lot of fun working on it, and I actually almost decided to just forget about the berry sow that I've been doing. I was just like, I'm not enjoying this. I'm not doing it anymore. And I realized it wasn't that I wasn't enjoying it. It was I wasn't enjoying it right then because of everything else that was going on. So I didn't work on it for a while, and I just picked it up again the last couple of days. So I got a lot done the last couple of days. I did this, and that little bit, and finished the end, and did this little thing here. I did that in the last 2 days, I think. So that was what was wrong. But when I went to the attic, I ordered the winter berries. So I will keep working on them. I haven't started any of the other two, but I wanted to have the pattern so I could look at it and think about fabrics. And I have in mind what fabrics I want for the other two projects. And Helen D on her scarecrow one, which is this one right here, she did not fill in this red, and I liked the way it looked. I did. Now she also, I don't think maybe she did this, but there's some curly cues out there. She didn't, but then she's gonna finish it on a pumpkin. She just liked the way it looked, and she's like, I think it fits on that pumpkin, and I'm just going to finish it like that. So, but I think I'll just go ahead and, I have one of those pumpkins, but I think I'll just go ahead and finish it as a berry. I like berries. They don't take up very much room. They're cute. So, while we're talking about, that's enough. While we're talking about berries, my berry sow, my berry giveaway, Teresa, who won the last one, I will be sending that out maybe today, maybe tomorrow. The other one, I've never been contacted. So I meant to look up who the other person was that wanted it. You know who you are. If you will email me, I will send it out to you. Oh my gosh. I could look it up here real quick. I should have been prepared. I'm not prepared. I'm just not prepared. I'm not surprised I'm not prepared, but you know, one of the things about it's easier to find stuff in YouTube Studio, but once you've read a comment, it kind of like is hard to go back and find it. It's very annoying. So I'm very sorry.
Hey guys,
I think it was Chris that also wanted it and didn't win. So if you contact me, I'll mail that to you. Okay? Okay. Sorry about that. Interlude over. Let's continue. So I have a new start, but I didn't print it out, so I'm just going to show you here. Foxy Fall, stitching with the Housewives. One of my shopping trips, I saw this. Way too many shopping trips past 2 weeks. But I saw this. Isn't it cute? I'm not sure I even want to paint it or anything. I just like it just the way it is. And it looks so much to me like that fox. And I was like, oh, I could just see it. And so I got the little house that she finished the next one on so that I could put that one on it and have my little fox. And isn't that going to be cute? And while I was at it, I also found a gnome. I covered up most of the gnome. And a different shape house. Now, I don't necessarily have anything that'll fit on there. But that book I bought from it's a cookbook, has a whole bunch of really small patterns. And I was like, what would I do with that? It's really, sorry about the rattling, but I don't want to have this fall and break. What would I do with it afterward? And I thought, you know, this little house might work for some of those. So that's that. Now, I wish that was all my haul. It's not, but this is not the haul portion of the program yet because I haven't showed you my new start. Here it is. It's going to be Foxy Fall. You know, the little fox goes down here. And this is on 14 count Ada vintage oat. So I've enjoyed working on this. So I put the kitty away. because this is fun. And I didn't have some of the colors, and I was like, I'll just substitute. But I didn't have a good substitute for onion skin. So when I was at the attic, I got these, and one of these is onion skin. There was some other things, and then I put the colors that I've been working on with it. So I substituted the teal that was in there for huckleberry. Figured it was close enough. I have black coffee, but I substituted cast iron skillet for the black, and I substituted embers for the orange, and I had brown sugar. That's the brown. And I did not have onion skin, so I have the DMC color, but I like that. I mean, I was like, I just wanted to look at it to see, and I do like it, so, although, I guess it does kind of look like onion skin, I don't know. And then some Weeks Dye Works colors for the autumn berries. This hasn't been used. It was just like that. They are really busy right now. They had summer school, so they were really busy. So I'm not surprised it wasn't, you know, they do that little wrapping themselves. They don't come that way. So my goodness. So then the whip goat calls for September came out, and I was like, well, that works for me, because one of my calls is and to all a good night. Put it this way so you can see it. And I dyed this fabric myself. I tried to dye a similar color for the Silent Night. It looks fantastic on the black. I'm not upset about that. But this is how far I am on this. Now, it does not have sparkly threads. I did a little bit of sparkle over some of the white on one of these trees right there. But I decided it really doesn't show up and on this one, and I don't know that I'm going to do that. So I may just do this one just as is and not add a sparkle. Doesn't matter. I like it anyway. And so these are not the called for colors. I substituted Weeks Dye Works colors for every color that's in here. The white is the icicle that I like. It's not whatever white she called for. And I didn't use any of the called for colors. And if you're interested, I'll tell you what my conversion was. But I just like the fact that Weeks Dye Works has a little bit more variegation. And I don't have any problem with Classic Colorworks. I just decided to just change it. And my big thing was I really, really like white. And hers is just kind of an off-white, which is fine if that's what she wants and that's what you do, and the off-white looks great. But when I would paint, I always painted my whites with a little bit blue for snow. and not everywhere, not throughout the whole thing, but just slight blue tints. And that's why I like this icicle for this white. Now, at this point, I don't think I want to go back and put sparkly in all the snow, because I didn't do it to begin with. But I might just on the rooftops and treetops and stuff, but definitely not on Santa, not on the reins, and it's not going to be on the words. So that is my WhipGo number 3, which was called. And the other call for WhipGo is, where is it? Oh, I moved it over here. It's also called Black Cat, but in my I have 2 black cats, so I called it Art Deco Cat. This is by CrossStitchingForFun. And this is my progress so far. And I plan to put it on a piece big enough so that I can put an opposite one over here. And I'm using a DMC variegated floss. My sister has 2 brothers, orange tabbies, and so when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, that would look great. I should make it for her. And then of course I got that far and stopped. So I will put right here a picture of the 2 boys. If I she sends me pictures all the time. I'm sure I have some somewhere, but if I can get them into the iPad, I will do that. And that is my WhipGo call number 22. So I'm heading toward a finish on my WhipGo, because that quilt that I showed you at the beginning was my WhipGo number 8, so that would be a finished one. And so I don't have any bingo yet, but I knew started anyway. I just gave myself permission to start a new one whenever I feel like it, as evidenced by the fact that I have way too many whips. So before I show you the rest of my haul, I do want to show you a birthday present from from Rachel, my sister's sister-in-law, a flamingo needle minder. Very cute. And she made me, I fell off this card because the needle minder keeps pulling at them. These little earrings. And this bracelet. So pretty. Now, I don't wear jewelry a lot, but it doesn't mean I don't like it. I just, right now, I never go anywhere. And I can't wear necklaces because they irritate my skin. But I will wear bracelets, and I will wear earrings. So thank you, Rachel. Very cute. And then I bought some clear vinyl. I know I said before that I just really don't enjoy working with vinyl, which is why I haven't made very many vinyl front bags, but I haven't had a thought on that. So I bought some fat quarters of sunflowers and sky that I have a plan for. And I saw this and I just thought, okay, that's cute. I can use it for something, probably finishing. Like maybe on stitch all the things, like if I make it into a pillow on the back. And then I had in my possession this, I have a project bag that I made for myself out of these fabrics right here. And I knew I had it, but I went to the store and I saw this and I was like, I like this one too. Do I like it better? I don't know. Okay, I like teal and aqua. These things appeal to me. So, so I bought enough fabric to do one of my traditional bags, and then maybe two of the other ones that I'm considering. So, and then I saw this cute little dog fabric. See, he's looking like a turkey. Thanksgiving. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a little thread pattern in there. So I got this fabric to go with it. Now, I know those colors aren't exactly right, but I think it'll still look cute. And then I saw this fabric, and isn't that beautiful? It does have a nap, has to go one way, but isn't that gorgeous? And so I got this brown. Now, I was like, is that brown? Is it purple? Is it brown? Is it purple? I decided it was purple. Because it's not truly brown. If you look at this, that's brown. That's not brown. But it's not purple. So it's purple. Yes, I made up that name. I'm sticking with it. So that is all my haul. Way too much haul. Actually, there's more haul coming. It's better than eating my feelings, okay? Which is something I've been wanting to do as well, but I have been resisting, so for the most part. So that's everything. Thank you for listening. If you stayed till the very end, thank you very much. I have in mind a couple of designs. I don't know when I'll be able to get to them, but I've been wanting to paint, and if I do, I might turn those into cross-stitch designs, or I'll just design it to begin with. Yeah. I've been wanting to make some more paper flowers, and I haven't done that, and so I'm going to try to, I have a lot to do because of my father's death, but I'm going to have to intersperse that with things that take that grief from me. So I may be doing a lot of crafts and painting and sewing and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll see you in a week, and happy stitching. Thanks.